what really annoys me? The fact that phones today are so boring. Like, look at this. Can you tell me what model of iPhone this is? Can you tell the model of iPhone by just looking at this? Neither can I. I don't even know what iPhone I have because they're all the same. I've had it for about 3 or 4 years, and I went to go into the Apple store the other day to upgrade because I've got scratched and it's slow now. And I go in, all the phones are the same. They're all the same as they were 4 years ago. So I'm frustrated with this, right? Because there's no personality in phones anymore. They're just like metal slabs. So I tweeted out in frustration, phones are so boring now. Reply with some cool phones from the past. Here is the pink slide-up Samsung I had as a hand-me-down from my mum when I was in year 5. 10 times more aura than any phone set. And I stand by that. It was a sick phone. Like, it was pink. Alright, so I did get called gay, but it was sick. And it seems as though a lot of people resonate with this because it got 85,000 likes. It's like one of my most liked tweets ever. And we're going to be putting these in a tier list. So I'm going to put my pink Samsung phone. It was very cool, but I think there is cooler out there. I'm going to put it in B. I'll never forget my LG Cookie, man. I had an LG Cookie. I was the coolest kid on the year 6 playground. This was my upgrade from my Samsung slidey phone. LG Cookie, man. It was like, in hindsight, it's crap. It's an absolute crap phone, but it was a marvel for the time. Like, you had the little stylus that would come out of the corner. You had, oh my god, it had had like a roulette game. So like, you wouldn't go like that to do it. You'd go, and I know nowadays that's just part and parcel with phones, isn't it? You expect it to have like sort of motion sensors, but this was an LG Cookie. Like, this was, when did the iPhone came out like about a year or 2 before. And like, they were just too expensive. Like, obviously, like, no one in year 6 had an iPhone because that would have been mental. I was the first kid in my year to have a touchscreen phone. And let me tell you, it boosted my place in the social hierarchy. Kids were crowding around me. Can you show me the roulette game? Yeah, of course I can. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant phone. Although it doesn't really have aura points for its look. I'll put the LG Cookie in. Oh, I do have fond memories of this phone. Like, what a phone. What a phone. I'll put it in B. It pains me to put it only in B because I have such fond memories with that phone, but it just doesn't look cool. But it was really cool. I remember getting this bad, lad. Woo! I've never seen that phone. I think you're a fair bit older than me, my friend. But that does look cool. It looks like the sort of phone someone would have in a movie in 2002, you know? It looks cool, but not quite as cool as the other two. I'm putting that in C. My favourite phone of all times. If I find its back cover and charger again, I will definitely use it. What on earth? Okay, that looks wholly impractical. I think there is a... Okay, right. iPhones don't look cool, but they are practical. They're incredibly practical. This... It doesn't even look cool. It's very unique. And also, it's just not practical. Who's dialing numbers like this? I've honestly never seen this phone in my life. I think it's unique, but that doesn't necessarily make it good. I'm putting that in D. And F. That's terrible. Like, who would buy that? Best phone I've ever had. I remember this. I didn't get it. I didn't get this phone, but like, I was like, that is the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen. It was like a PSP, but a phone. Like, no doubt it had terrible, like, processing capability, but still, it was a PSP that was a phone. I don't think we're going to get any better than that, to be honest. That's going straight in S. My Palm Pilot had a full keyboard and it was a big deal. How wide is it, though? That doesn't look like that wide of a phone, whereas with Blackberries, they were quite girthy, you know, so it could fit the keyboard on there and you wouldn't really get too many errors when typing. This looks very narrow. And also, it looks nowhere near as cool as a Blackberry. A Palm Pilot. What kind of name is that for a phone? A Palm Pilot. It sounds like slang for a wank. A Palm Pilot. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm gonna put it in F. I really don't like that. Oh! These were my first phones. I had the Razr when everybody else had iPhones in like 2015. I was so jealous of you had a Motorola Razr in 2015. How does that happen? Like, if you're doing it for the aesthetic, fine. But if you're doing that for practicality purposes, why you didn't? What do you mean you had one of these in 2015? I miss when phones were genuinely innovative. So do I. They're just slabs now. Now they just release the same model and you have to buy it because your old one is getting too slow to phone. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that. It's not like a fun purchase anymore. It's like, oh, fucking hell, I need a new phone, don't I? Like, when have you ever heard someone in the last, like, 5 or 6 years go, yeah, you know what? I'm actually really excited to get this new phone. It's always like, fucking hell, I need to get a new one. This is cool. This one was really cool. Like, I think the ones with the slidey keyboards, I think those ones had the most aura. I'll put that in A. It's really cool looking. And I think for the Motorola Razr, honestly, I'd rock that shit today. Like, it's so cool. I think the thing is, it's just very impractical. I was actually thinking about buying one of these like a year ago and just living with it because I'm so sick of smartphones. Like, but then again, my life our lives, everyone's lives at the moment revolve around smartphones. But how am I going to get around without Google Maps? I don't know how to read a fucking paper map. But yeah, the Motorola Razr was iconic. Just when you went, and it's just, it's such a great phone. And that's why I'm putting in an S. It'd be a crime to put the Motorola Razr anywhere lower than an S. I mean, I'm not really too sure how it performed. All I know is like I had a few friends in primary school that had Motorola Razrs, and I was so jealous of them. But for pure aura, pure vibes, the Motorola Razr is top. I miss this phone so much. What on earth is that? I've never seen this phone in my life. What is it? Is that a touchscreen on the outside, and then when you open it like a laptop, it's a keyboard? I don't know what to think of that because I don't even know how it operates. So I'm just going to ignore. I'm going to leave it because I'm not going to rate it because I just can't. I don't understand how it works. Oh, my second phone. It was a big deal back in the day. Motorola V60. Oh, it doesn't have the vibes of the Razr, does it? The Motorola Razr was just so much cooler than this. It is all right though. Like, I mean, this is a relic of the past, isn't it? Like, I think that goes in C. My first phone was a Duke. What on earth is this? What? Is this supposed to be like was Samsung trying to do like an iPod type thing mixed with a phone? That is cool though. Does it like flip up all the way so it's just like one really long phone? I don't know. I don't like how small the screen is. Like that is a tiny screen for the size of the phone. I don't really like it to be. I think I'm gonna put that in D. These bad boys, absolutely horrendous yet almost everyone I knew had one. Really? I think I knew these came out when I was in secondary school. And I think I knew like maybe 2 or 3 people that had these. Like the UI just looks absolutely abysmal. Like look how cluttered it is. It's a crap phone. It's a crap iPhone at the end of the day. It's a crap Samsung Galaxy. The Windows Phone, it had 0 aura. It has even less aura than modern iPhones. I'm gonna put it in F. I really want the green one. Fucking... Other people replying to my tweet, really this young. When did these came? These came out when I was in about year 10, I think. These are not Aura phones. These are not retro Aura phones. These are just like phones that are about a decade old. You're definitely too young to play this game. Yeah, this is for the old heads. You know, I'm 26. I'm basically in the coffin. But they were cool. The iPhone 5C was so cool. It's just a shame they were fucking crap. I mean, we're going off vibes here, aren't we? I put it in B for vibes. They were vibes. They were just so shit though. Like, everyone I know that owned an iPhone 5C had like serious problems with it. The chocolate and BlackBerry Curve, 2 icons. That's sick. I mean, I've never seen that phone before, but that looks fucking sick. Actually, no, I think I had a friend that had one of these. Oh man, this just brings back so many memories that have just been deep buried in my mind. What's this? The LG chocolate. Oh, that's good because they had the LG cookie as well, didn't they? They like their food names, don't they, old LG? Oh god, I've turned the fucking thing black and white. How do I do... I've changed the tier list black and white. I'm going to have to Google how to reverse this. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. We're not on a tier list in black and white. Ah! We're back. The LG chocolate. That just brings back memories of Bluetoothing, doesn't it? I'll put that in A. That's a fucking cool phone. Oh, and the BlackBerry Curve. What a fucking icon. What a fucking icon that was. Okay, look. I don't think it has the aura points of the Motorola Razr and the PSP phone. I don't even know if it has the aura points of the LG chocolate. But I'm going to put it in A. Like... It was a fucking great phone, wasn't it? My first phone, the Sony Ericsson Walkman. Wow, what a phone. Although I wouldn't put it in A, it's definitely not the superior slide-up phone. I put it in B. Hang on, what is this? Nothing will ever beat the Sidekick. Look at this. I've never heard of that phone. I need to get a picture of this up on Google. Okay, I mean, like, I think it looks kind of crap, right? But I think just the way the screen flips is cool. Like, it doesn't look good. It's not a good-looking phone. I'll put it in C. Oh, you see, they're just the BlackBerry Bold. You were one of the rich kids if you had a BlackBerry Bold instead of a Curve. The Curves were for the Povo children. The real rich kids at school had the BlackBerry Bold. This changed the game. I think I went through 2 or 3 of them, though, because the scroll wheel always... Yeah, I didn't rate the scroll wheel, you know. I was a much bigger fan of the little touchpad or whatever. I would also say the Bold has less aura than the Curve. Like, nowhere near as much aura. I know it's only slightly different, but, like, look at the 2 side-by-sides. That's clearly the cooler one. I'm going to put this in C. I called this my Dr. Pepper phone at the ripe old age of 18. I mean, I've already rated the Motorola Razr, so I can't really do it again, but this is a really cool colorway for the Motorola Razr. Damn. How much are these going for? I might get one on eBay just for the fun of it. They're like 40 quid. I might get one. Honestly, I might just get one. Dolce & Gabbana. Motorola. No. I mean, it does have some form of aura having a designer Motorola phone. I don't know. I feel as though that's what we're kind of of missing, you know? Like, it is kind of cool that nowadays a lot of people have a phone that is as good or nearly as good as, like, the richest people in the world. But I think there's something about, like, celebrities rocking about with a Dolce & Gabbana mobile phone that just screams aura, like generational aura. We don't have that anymore with our phones. My first was a Samsung competitor to the Razr, the Samsung Blade. They weren't even being subtle about it. Wow. I was amazed it could play MP3s and the speakers were outstanding. I mean, by modern standards, they probably weren't. It's a cool phone, but I don't think it is as cool as the LG Chocolate or the Motorola Razr. I'll put it in B. I think that's an appropriate place for it. The flip-up phones are so cool, man. We need, like, If Apple announced a flip-up iPhone where it's like, I don't know, 2 touch screens or something, that'd be, or like it was just like one long flat screen, that would be so cool. You could watch like 2 TikToks at the same time. Yo, what is this beauty with moving wallpapers? The Sony Ericsson S500i. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna put that in A. Samsung Magnet, best phone I ever had. Again, it kind of reminds me of the knockoff BlackBerry we had earlier. Like, it just doesn't it just looks like a crap BlackBerry, to be honest. Like, there's just not much aura to be had on this phone, I don't think. I think the logos, I think there's just an amalgamation of things about this phone that are just auraless. I mean, I'm going to put that in D. I don't like that one. Slightly better than the other one, but I still don't like it. What? I love you, Samsung Clio. What the hell? Oh no, I don't like that. That looks so crap and impractical. I don't like that at all. No, I'm not a fan of that. I'm putting that in. Is it F-worthy? No, I think it's no, it is F-worthy, definitely. Man, a time where I had the A737 in blue. My ex had the Alias 2 interface and keyboard. These were truly top-tier phones in 2009. Also, T9 is still the OG way of texting. What's that? Is that like where you do the touch the thing? That is an annoying thing about the phones of the past. You had to like fucking tap a button 3 times to get a letter. Okay, I mean, is that a good? No, I don't really like that one too much. I'm not really a fan of that one, to be honest. I think the old Samsung phones just aren't that good. Like, they just don't look as cool as like the Motorola's or the LG's. I'll put that in D. We've got a very balanced tier list at the moment, don't we? And this one, I don't even know what's going on with this. Is this the same phone? Like, it goes in there and it slides up? What is going on here? That is quite cool. I mean, it looks crap. Like, look at that keyboard. That is absolute crap. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I think I have to put that in D. It's just, I don't like that one. Motorola Dex was obsolete the moment I bought it, as they never did updates, but loved it anyway. Oh, is this when they tried to like go into smartphones? I feel as though this is when like a lot of like good phones try to do something and then just die. Like, have you like, if you're into this sort of like stuff, like phones and like sort of how like we went from like just non-smartphones to smartphones, watch the film BlackBerry. It's a biopic about the company BlackBerry. Very good, and it shows how they kind of tried and failed to go into the smartphone generation. Yeah, I don't know. It's not Motorola. It's not vibes. I put it in C, I think. Are Motorola still making phones? I'm gonna have a look. Right. Let me see. Let me show you this. I mean, they're not as cool as the Razr, but they're still making flip phones. I don't know who's buying a Motorola flip phone. I mean, I don't know who's buying a Motorola touchscreen flip phone. Clearly, some people are. So they do like some old phones, like, because I know some phone brands like Nokia just do like old-looking phones. No, they don't. They do touch. Come on, man. Come on, Motorola. Re-release the Razr. So many people would buy it. Re-release it with like Google Maps and like all the shit we need, but just like no social media apps, and not everyone, but like I will buy it. Oh yeah, okay, all right. This one looks a bit cooler. I mean, it's still just touch. I mean, like, that is sort of what you get with mobile phones these days. It's touchscreen. Like, you got to do that to get into the market, whatever. But it's just not. It's not. There's no fucking aura about it. And I've used that word probably about 10,000 times in this video, but it's such a great way of describing things. These are a few phones I owned throughout my teenage years. Right, okay, we got a Nokia. I think my mum had a phone like this. I mean, it doesn't have much aura, does it? I feel as though the prime time for mobile phones was maybe like early 2000s to late 2000s, maybe early 2010s. Before and after them, phones were kind of just bricks or slabs, you know? But I don't know, it's an iconic design. I'll put it in D. The only reason why it's avoiding F is just because it's iconic. Oh, I don't like that, you know? It looks like an Among Us character. That's going in D as well. Yeah, that's just boring. Like, it's just a boring phone. The Samsung ones are boring. There's absolutely no personality to them, unlike with Motorola phones or Sony Ericsson phones or LG phones. Put it in C, I think. Yo, I remember this one. I think my aunt had it, and she used to let me play Snake on it. It's not quite B tier. I put it in C. I know I just slagged off this one. I don't know. I think that's its rightful place. Miss my Pantech Duo and dropping it so many times simultaneously open in both directions. There is just too much going on with this. There is such thing as just too many keyboards. It is quite cool, though. Fuck it, C. I'll just put it in C again. Samsung Genio Slide. I had the white and green one. Love it. It was so fun to just play with and slide the bit. I don't know. It's something about the rounded phones that have less edge than the sharp. I know it's less edge because it's sharper, but like they just have less aura. You know, like the round of the phone, the less aura they have. I don't like how central the camera is on it. It's fine on a flip phone, not on a touchscreen phone. Sorry, I'm gonna have to put this one in D. I think that's its rightful place, but I'm gonna leave it there for this video. Let me know if you agree with my tier list in the comments. Do you have any fond memories of these phones? Let me know. Like and subscribe for the glory of the Motorola Razr.